We're up here at the Catskills again for a August update, and we just had, I think, maybe 3 inches of rain. I can't believe it. So we have a lot of water flowing down the mountain. I want to show you that and see how the grass is still growing in. And today is a nice bright sunny day compared to the last video, so I'm excited to show you that. All right, here we go. Going the same path that I did last time. This is the August update. Let's see here. Up there, I didn't show you that, but that's a gigantic pile of mulch that I got to do something with, and I think we're going to throw it in a path. There's a bunch of logs up there too that we're going to probably make a bridge out of eventually to go over the water. And we have a bridge there now, but we probably want to add another one a little bit bigger. So I'll also talk about future plans, and we're going to go through each area what we think about, like future plan wise. So excited because it is a nice bright sunny day today, and it'll be cool to show you guys that. So if I walk through here, you know, that was a Molly's golf course and Aaron's Nook area, and there's our trail sign telling us where to go. So I'm going to go ahead and walk on in here and check it out. I know Molly and Aaron were busy earlier clearing out a lot of the sticks and everything that fell from the storm. So looks like they got everything cleaned up. See, Erin has added on to her nook a little bit. She has, let's check this out. She has added a nice little path of shells to a cool little gnome village called Fairyland. And she has this cool stone thing with some leaves on it and another cool little shell thing over here. There's Fairyland. That's the little stage right there. So that is the wooded path. So we're going to take this on out of here. Not much has changed in here. There's still the weird hut is still hanging out, going strong. Bears probably hang out on there when they're bored. Maybe they live in there, I don't know. There's a grass is growing in on this little path here, which is pretty cool. Walking on out, we come on out to the pond, and this stone path, we're going to walk right over it, check it out. A little bit of water in here. I mean, it did rain a lot, so it is a little squishy. You know, maybe that will, I don't know, grow in and soak up some of that. Maybe we'll throw some more rocks in there later. But as you can see, stone path is still holding strong. We have lots of water feeding the pond. You can hear it. But that's constantly feeding the pond. Took a swim today. It's actually kind of cold because of all the new fresh water that's going in there. But yeah, there's our path, holding strong. Looks amazing. So future plan here is to kind of clear out these dead trees and a lot of this debris in here, cleared out just so the water flows a little more freely. But I want to clear that out. Also get rid of a lot of this debris right here, kind of move it over to this back side, and I'll show you that spot. So walk on through this sogginess here. All right, we're back onto dry ground around the path. I'm going to take you right over here to the debris pile. So you see it off to the left. That debris pile is where we can kind of throw a lot of our stuff that we don't want. There's also another mulch pile here if I ever needed it. But probably just going to let that kind of decay and rot away, grow in. There's that, you know, big pile of sticks that will also decay over time. But we can just kind of keep stashing stuff there. No big deal. Off to this side, that apple tree is still got some apples on it. So I don't know if I can zoom in, and I don't think you'll be able to see any of the apples, but yeah, maybe we'll get some. They're still green right now, so maybe we'll get some when they are ripe. It's a cool maple tree. Hopefully it gets a little healthier. It almost looks like the leaves are turning early, so I'm hoping now that it's kind of cleared out that it can get more sunlight and air and water, and it can stay healthy. So there's a view looking back up. Just gonna kind of keep walking along here. Not much has changed since the last video. We have yet to mow the grass. The grass we just want it to grow in pretty good and get mature. I think next week is we're gonna have a mowing. So it's just gonna be one kind of trail, just nothing to disrupt like a lot of the grass, just one little trail of mowing, just so we can get around a little better. But that's it. So over here to the right, when we're gonna come up on it, it's the new culvert project where I kind of just wanted to get, safeguard the culvert from beavers. So we kind of put this white pipe in there, and hopefully it's not too much of an eyesore, but it's definitely going to make things better, where I can always rest assured that water is going to be flowing out that culvert and the beavers won't try to dam it up. So we'll take a quick peek at that, and then we'll go check out how much water is roaring down this mountain. So much rain fell, so it's cool when the water is coming down the mountain. All right, so here's the little beaver dam project here. So it's just got 2 pieces of angle iron on there with kind of like garden fence stakes, and I pounded that in. This one's a 3-foot one, that's a 4-foot one out there, and it just holds these pipes right in here. And you can see I put a little bolt in here, but this bolt just kind of slides in and slides out. So that kind of just locks it in place so it doesn't twist or move. But once a year I could kind of take it out and just clean it out if I really wanted to. But that's that. So hopefully that still keeps water flowing. And just going to the other side of the culvert, I just want to show you. I put these rodent guards in place just so nobody's climbing up in this culvert and trying to kind of dam it up. So this should work. Not to, I don't expect this to clog up with debris, because debris is not going to flow into that pipe. But as you can see, the water's flowing freely and looking good. So that water flows out this way. I'm just going to walk in the stream a little bit. And then this is the roaring river coming down the mountain. So it is really flowing. It's hard to see with a lot of plants in the way, but it's really flowing. And one of these days I really want to clear out the debris and wood from this area and have a really nice walk along the water. But I'm going to walk back in the woods and show you the little waterfall. So if you remember from the other video, that waterfall wasn't even a thing, but today it's really flowing. It's still not really that big of a thing, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to show you that. So some branches fell. These are some of those broken branches that fell from this dead ash tree. Luckily no big trees fell from the storm or anything. I'm always worried about that. But just walking back into the woods here to check out that kind of water flowing down. So it's really roaring through here. So it'd be awesome to just clear out a lot of this stuff, to have a little trail kind of go along the water like. But you can see it's really flowing. This is how it usually is in like April and May when the snow starts to melt. But check this is where that waterfall was. I'm just going to come down here. I'm going to come like right underneath. Look at that. That's cool. Look at that. That's awesome. So it just really hits that and the water launches off of it. I mean, what are we talking about here? Maybe like a 3 foot high, 2 foot high waterfall, but it's pretty cool. All right, I just wanted to show everybody that. So future plans in this area is maybe eventually build a little bit bigger of a bridge to maybe accommodate like an ATV or something. So you could just kind of drive right across it and get back into the woods, into the trails. That would be cool future plans, but that's down the road. All right, let's get out of the woods and head back up. And here's those yellow wildflowers. They're so cool. All right. So I want to show you the progress in the wildflower garden and show you the other wildflowers that are really growing in, the white and the purple and the yellow flowers. Those are the technical names. One of these days I'll learn the real names, but that's all I got. So here, check this out. I just love this little corner here. You can see it's filled with those yellow flowers that started to bloom. You got the white flowers in the distance, and these purple ones are just awesome. So I'll just get a little closer. But hopefully the wildflower garden over here starts to grow in like that. I think it's going to be a while though. I'll kind of zoom in on some of the plants. You can see the little seedlings starting to sprout out, but I think we're talking like another 2 years. Maybe by next spring we'll see what comes up, but I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see, down in here you have a lot of these little seedlings kind of sprouting up, and the rye grass is in here as well, just to kind of provide some cover. But eventually you got to mow this whole thing just to get the ryegrass out of here so it doesn't reseed itself. But here's that milkweed. The milkweed's looking great. So there's a lot of those plants that have really taken hold in here, and they're looking really good. And I'm just gonna delicately walk through here, try not to kill too many seedlings. It's all right, it doesn't matter, they'll come back. So I just want to take you over to this culvert and give you an idea of what is going on over here. So a lot of water came down here, that's good, and draining out of this culvert. Then this other upper culvert, I mean not a culvert, swale, is just roaring. Look at this. So this is the one that was dry, fully dry in last video in July. But now all this water is flowing down the mountain, hitting this swale, and then it's just going right out to the main river here, or not a river, like stream. But that's just a ton of water coming down the mountain. I'm just glad it's situated and it's not coming down our area, and it's just getting shot out straight to the river here, or to the stream. So this whole area will definitely be mowed, and up there's a lot of you can see actually while water's still coming down the mountain, a lot of wildflowers that's just gonna let that grow in. Yeah, look at all this. I mean, it's pretty deep. Let me step in it real quick. Whew, that's cold. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's a ton of water. Oh yeah, that's all coming down the mountain right there. And this, I don't know how much rain they got up here. I kept seeing like 2 and 3 inches of rain. I guess that's equivalent to like 3 feet of snow maybe? I don't know. But here it's all coming down the mountain, you can see. You can see it's just bubbling up from right here. I don't even know how it's doing that, but it's just all bubbling up like that's a spring or something. And then it's also, this is the overflow for our spring. So tons of water is filling up this bucket right over here. Fresh new water. But that's it. That's it for the update. I'm very excited for these flowers to start growing in and see what happens there. Maybe by September on the next update, we'll see where everything's at.